done a reading, listening, and watching for a little bit, so that's what we're gonna do. Reading wise, I have officially made it to 365 books. I actually never thought I would ever read this many books in a year, but as I am an introvert and I actually have no life really, here we are. So what I'm reading now is I'm reading the Ember in the Ashes series. This wasn't even on my radar to read this year. I was gonna put it off to next year, but as a mood reader, I just was in the mood for it. I love the first book, so excited to continue the rest of the series. Also, for this being YA, it's brutal. And I'm also reading Dungeon Crawler Carl series. This is so out of my genre. Not usually what I would read. Probably not gonna read any other books like this. This is like the classification of a lit RPG, and if you ever told me I would be reading a lit RPG, I would have slammed the door in your face and said no. Don't waste my time with that. But here I am, loving this series. And when I'm listening to, I also have on audiobook all the Ember in the Ashes books, so we're doing both. We're listening and we're reading. And I'm also listening to Dan Shay's Christmas album because I am a Dan and Shay stan. Anything they release, I will be listening to. And one of my favorite podcasts that I'm always listening to is basically Unfiltered. And then what I'm watching is season 6 of Virgin River just got released, so I'm almost done with it already and I don't want it to end. I could watch another 5 seasons of this series. I'm obsessed with it. Fun fact that this series was also based off books. And I watched the finale of Grey's Anatomy, which again, jaw dropper, shocker, we have to wait till March for another season of Grey's. Like, come on. I was watching Shrinking. I like left off on like episode 3 and I need to get back onto that, but I've been loving it so far. And then I did start watching Arcane with my boyfriend. He loves playing League. Our friends recommended that we watch this series, so it's been good so far. Let me know what you have been reading, listening, and watching lately.